Hi, church family. My name is Lindsay Masterson. I am the Interim Youth Director here at First United Methodist Church, Royse City. I am so excited to get to know your kids and the youth. We've been meeting Sundays on Zoom at 5:30, so please reach out to me if you need more information about that. Next, after lots of prayer and consideration, we're so excited to announce that the first Sunday in June, we're going to be able to have communion. During our church service, Pastor Chris will bless the elements, and then at 11 o'clock, you and your family are welcome to come up to the church, and we're going to have a drive-through communion. So we'll have more details on that later this week. Next, we have our upcoming Bible study called Encounter the Spirit with Pastor Chris. That's going to be on Wednesdays. There's going to be 2 separate times for that. So all of our details and information on that can be found at fumcroysecity.life. And lastly, we have an update from Our Daily Bread Food Pantry. Y'all have a great week.
Good morning. I want to give everyone an update on Our Daily Bread Food Pantry. Let me start by saying last fall, we were approached by a national service organization called Altrusa. They wanted to partner with the pantry to provide baking items for us. So they wrote a grant to their national organization for the pantry and were awarded a grant. And just as it was getting ready to be started, here we come with the pandemic. So since you can't really buy items in any kind of bulk for a while, they said that they would start just as soon as things calmed down and they could buy in bulk. So they're going to supply all the baking items for the pantry, such as flour and sugar, oil, anything else like that, for at least the rest of the year. So I want to give them a big thank you for that. Again, the organization is called Altrusa, and it's a national service organization. Also, I want to thank everyone that's still coming on Wednesday mornings and Friday afternoons to donate items to the pantry. They come in very handy. I just want to say a big thank you also to all our volunteers. We couldn't do anything for our clients here in Royse City if it wasn't for the volunteers. So to all these groups, I want to give a great big thank you.
Well, good morning, church family. It's Pastor Chris here. It is, by my time, 9:52. I know there may be a little bit of a delay, but we're going to go ahead and start and continue with some announcements. Thank you for Lindsay, our interim youth director, for giving us announcements, and also Richard for always giving us an update about what is happening with Our Daily Bread. I wanted to lift up a couple of the things that are happening in the life of our church. First, I want to thank you for your generosity. Your giving continues to just to fill our hearts, and so much that our leadership board, by email vote this past week, decided that we were going to send money to Tom Bean First United Methodist Church to help them as they recover from the lightning strike that hit their church building last week. If you would like to also give something to Tom Bean First United Methodist Church, you can use our giving platform that's on our website, and just make sure you mark in the memo for Tom Bean First United Methodist Church. Also, just wanted to give you a quick update about what we are thinking about and how we are moving forward to opening up our church our church building for worship on Sunday morning. We've had a great team consisting of members from our leadership board, from our hospitality committee, and our staff working over the past few weeks of a phased approach for opening the sanctuary and to start getting regular worship services back here in the sanctuary. This upcoming Thursday, the leadership board will be looking at those recommendations and maybe adjusting them a little bit, but also approving them so that we can send those off to the annual conference for approval, and we can move forward as we do worship together. I know, as Lindsay mentioned in the announcements, that we will be having a communion next week. We'll practice and we will run through the liturgy here on our worship service, and then we will have a drive-through communion station set up out here on Church Street, and we'll give you more information about that as we get closer to next Sunday. We are so thankful that you are here. We hope that you are blessed by participating in worship this morning. Let us know how we can continue to be in prayer for you and for all those that we love, and invite you just to still your hearts and minds as we prepare to go to God in worship this morning.